We're here from Arrowace.
I'm Bastet. I'll be running your operation to investigate the unusual occurrences that have been happening everywhere recently.
Stay out of Antiborough. Stuck in time loop.
I guess it's a ghost plumbing situation.
Bastet has got us out of a lot of problems, but I don't think she can get us out of this one.
It wasn't all the bodies. There were 2 bodies.
Everyone else just got disappeared.
I went missing for a while and I lost my brother. I don't know where he is.
Oh, that's my mother. Oh dear.
It's the same mother that you keep describing as tyrannical and horrible.
Have to practice ritual fight with brother.
Ellie, can I make an insight check of myself but in real life?
Deck of Many Aces, an actual play podcast made with actual Aromantic. We are a group of people who identify as somewhere on the aromantic and/or asexual spectrum, playing 5th edition D&D with a twist. Every character's past, present, and future is based on a card drawn from the Deck of Many Things. I am Ellie. I use they/them pronouns, and I will be your DM today. Your demisexual meritocracy.
Woohoo!
We definitely use that one.
All right.
Have we?
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
I'm sure we have.
Ouroboros, get on it.
Get up the list.
Get up the list. Yeah, would you all like to introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name is Anne. I play Tosia Atherdale, the party Battlemaster Fighter and Wild Magic Barbarian. We both use she, her pronouns. And this is more about how I'm doing than Toz, I think, which is like I had some really nice tackies as my in-between episode recording snack, but I didn't finish them, and I don't want to eat them to make crunchy, horrible noises for Chloe to edit out, so I'm just staring at them across the table.
They're just going to be there the whole time staring
That's
at you.
like a better love story than Romeo and Juliet, let's be honest.
There's only like 3 of them left as well.
True tragedy.
Like, most love stories are? Just saying?
I disagree. I think it's a...
They die!
Okay, absolutely not. We're not going to get into this.
No.
Yeah, especially when these 2 are wrong.
The English literature nerds are going to be like, go to hell, both of you, for many, many reasons.
It's a wonderful tragedy. It's not necessarily a good, like, love story.
It's not the romance genre.
I'm with Eiriol on this one.
Okay.
Anywho, my name is Chloe. I play Raina Riftwood. We both use she, her pronouns. Raina is a tabaxi bard and rogue. And yeah, it turns out that the person that Raina thought was her ally in Maybe Let's Not Murder People, it's murdering people too.
Join
It's all good. It's fine.
Did you think that Morgan wasn't... Oh well.
No, I think we just thought that, hey, Morgan's not going to murder people because Morgan knows that that's going to get her in trouble with the law and doesn't like that.
It wasn't deliberate. It wasn't deliberate.
Oh, no.
I think what happened is you conflated Morgan having, like, a moral code to just not wanting to be arrested.
No, I just assumed Morgan didn't want to murder people because she would be arrested / would be politically difficult. I knew it wasn't a moral thing. Raina's like sitting in a corner now like, what do I do?
I'm Eiriol. I'm playing Delphi, the Growfolk Warlock, who has always been up for murdering people.
Woo!
I use she, their pronouns, and Delphi uses she, her pronouns. Yeah. I can't remember if Delphi murdered that guy in the fight, but it might have happened. I think that's the kind of attitude they have to it.
Morgan did all the murdering in the fight.
Okay.
I didn't murder them, I just zapped them with lightning.
Yeah.
And whatever I zap the other one with.
Yeah, that kills people.
What did I zap the other one with? I can't recall.
Dice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god,
you
dice!
you hit him so hard with a bunch of shapes.
The D4s.
Shapes and colours.
And then he died.
Shame.
That's how I want to go
Anyway.
out. Hit with a bunch of shapes so hard I die.
Dance battle.
Isn't that how all D&D characters die?
In a way.
Anyway, I'm Katie, and I play Morgan, who only did a little bit of murder. Just a tiny little bit of wizard murder with lightning.
However, it was definitely enough murder that I need to now think about consequences, which is like my least favourite thing as
In
a
my
DM.
defence, I think you should have let me non-lethally murder them, but...
With lightning?
Yeah, you're just going to stop their heart non-lethally?
Ah!
No. Don't get me wrong, I think the lethal and non-lethal damage in D&D is kind of crazy, but we have made a rule and I want to stick to it. But no, I'm just like, now I have a consequences for the party section of my notes that I'm in the midst of writing whilst DMing, which is always like the worst thing to do.
No, Webster, the keyboard noises.
Exactly. So that's going to be fun and spicy. We're doing a big, long, all-day recording session, so the consequences will probably catch up to you after we've had lunch.
Yay!
And probably not before.
That's okay, because we only have a couple of hours to enact our plan anyway, so we can do it in one episode. Let's go.
It's fine, we only have like 10 episodes left, so it's fine. What are we going to do, arrest me?
Oh, and at this point, we've only got 6 episodes left.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
No, it is.
No.
No, it's still 10.
What happened last time to have created all of these terrible, horrible consequences?
The other orcs ran away, so we did too. That's pretty much it.
We didn't murder everyone we should have in order to keep the witnesses at a minimum.
My gods.
I love Morgan's line is like, either no murder or kill everyone who saw it.
Or no witnesses. No murder or no witnesses.
Yeah.
Those are the two
It's just sense.
two choices. Yeah. Also, you all went, oh, this, how could they possibly have followed us? This is so strange, after, like, very loudly and openly talking in a restaurant about how you were going to go and try and engage in a secret meeting with some Forgeborn, just, like, in public.
I don't think that's right. I don't think we did that.
Oh, are you... Okay. What, either was there like a police officer or a secret police officer there, or did someone knock on us? Is that what happened? Did we get knocked on within like the form of like 12 hours? They were like, I gotta tell them about this.
I'm not going to say.
If it's the police, fine. Like, I mean, as fine as you can get. If it's someone knocking, I'm annoyed.
Wouldn't be annoyed by it being the police.
We went back to have a sleep. Morgan had a short rest because Morgan wanted to spy on the crime scene where they were cleaning everything up.
I have a breakfast meeting anyway, so I was never going to get a full night's sleep, and also had a paper to write, so not a paper.
A presentation.
Yeah.
I would like to say the breakfast meeting on writing the paper, something you've decided you wanted to do. We did not have to do those things.
I promised to a poor baby grad student.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to break that promise.
You're gonna be exhausted, like tired, being like, yeah, ask me all of your questions. I just murdered a guy.
Yeah. Morgan comes in, bedraggled.
I cannot stress enough that they're academics.
Okay, let's stop
Lock
talking
in.
in the hypothetical
Lock
and start
in.
talking in the actual. So, all of you, bar Morgan, go to bed and have a long-ish night of sleep. Morgan, you're going to go to your breakfast meeting with Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you, just to sort of recap the plan, you're going to meet
Hugo and the Forgeborn, about 11.
Hugo and the Forgeborn at about 11.
I need to meet them. We need to meet earlier than that for me to get in for the
Like
talk
10,
that I want.
like 10 a.m.
Well, we said 11, so it has to be 11 now because the telepathic bond is gone.
Yeah. You guys said 11 because that was the amount of time that you would need to get a long rest in.
Yeah.
So at 11 o'clock, I don't know if I've ever read all of these out on podcast or if I've just sent them to you. At 11 o'clock, there's
a round table discussion.
The round table discussion.
Small gods, the role of MSVO and Grog in knowledge distribution.
Yeah.
I really want to make Ellie improvise an entire round table discussion with all the different voices.
I am not going to improvise a round table discussion. I'm going to give you the Cliff's notes of everything that you decide to go and see. I have got Cliff's notes for almost every single one. Not all of them.
I was going to say, Elliot, are you going to make us all improvise a round table discussion as a different member of each
Oh, I'd
thing?
love to do that.
That can be a Patreon exclusive.
I know you would, but I don't. No, my God, no. To be fair, fun Patreon exclusive. However, we don't have time to make a Patreon exclusive episode that's just a roundtable discussion.
If you give us enough money, we'll make a Patreon exclusive. We'll make a set of roundtable discussions.
Oh my
about
goodness.
these things.
Yeah.
I would love that. That would be hilarious.
There is a TTRPG called Apollo 47 where it's an astronaut being explained how to do astronaut things by like ground control, and you just fully improvise it. There are no rules. It's just like, here's a bunch of technical documents, go wild. It's
That's
amazing.
incredible.
I would be absolutely insufferable playing that game.
So, just to sort of summarise your meeting with Rebecca, Morgan, is there anything specific you wanted to talk about, or is it just talking about the kind of questions that she had about her kind of research?
Because she was looking into the things that happened at the Crawlish with the big disappearing castles and the reappearing castles and all that stuff.
Yes.
That is what that chat was about. So, I would like to tell her most of what I saw.
Lovely. Awesome. She's been collecting anecdotal accounts of what happened from a variety of people who live nearby and also from some of the folks in the roaming herds. Are you going to show her the items that you picked up?
Let's see, what do we have left? We have Vega's hair ribbon.
Yes.
And a broken robot, apparently.
Awesome.
I love that Morgan's been carrying around a broken robot this entire time.
Just in her backpack.
She's a D&D character. You've met D&D characters.
Yeah, but it's like a full humanoid, like, medium-sized robot.
It's just written on my current stuff list, so apparently I have it.
I do remember you taking it, yeah.
I do like the idea that you're like an impromptu discussion, and then you like slam a full-sized human body on the table, and you're like, "Have a look at this thing! It's from the future." And they're like, "Oh my god,
Look at this thing! It's from the
insane."
future."
Love it.
I will allow her to inspect what I have, but I'm not going to let her keep it for now unless she wants to like put a proper proposal together for how it's going to be handled.
Okay. She's going to take a bunch of notes and she might ask you for it later.
Yeah.
To like take it into a laboratory, but she's not going to do that on conference day because people be busy doing things.
Yeah, so she's just there. We've taken up like 4 tables at the coffee shop.
Yeah. All of the servers are looking at you like so annoyed.
Conference day.
Gorgeous. Okay, so Morgan, this is kind of up to you. You can either meet the gang at 11 at the recon space, which is not too far away from the conference, and miss, like, let's say the first half an hour of this roundtable discussion. Or you can go to the roundtable discussion and meet up with them later, but you will not have the telepathic bond, and you'll have to obviously go out and get Hugo and come back in at a later point.
I would like to do all the stuff I need to do with like registration and getting passes and stuff. And then I will, like at 10:30, I will be like waiting outside of the place, like tapping my foot and checking my watch. And then what I'm going to do is send Green to look through the window of the roundtable discussion, because I think I can look through his eyes.
It does blind and deafen you, though.
You'll be blinded and deafened in the... But that would be really funny, to be fair.
That is very,
You're all,
very funny.
Elaborately talking about the plan, and Morgan is just there, completely, just a shell of a body.
I'm going to pin a bit of paper to me that says, tap to wake me up, and then, lean against the wall.
Tap to engage? That's obscene. Okay.
Out for lunch.
Out
And then as soon as I feel somebody tapping me on the wrist, I can cut the connection, so I'll only miss 5 minutes of the middle
Delphi
of the
will
session.
move it to over your face so that it's to
That
remind
is
them.
insane.
Hilarious.
No, it's not. It's sensible.
This is the most academic mindset I've ever seen.
You know when you see photographs of people at airports who are asleep and they have a big sign on them saying wake me up at 5 a.m.
I've just realised what's going to be happening in this university, which is there aren't going to be any students in any lectures. There's just going to be familiars sitting there, and every other person is going to be lying at home with a sign on it being in familiar mode.
Yeah, this is how people don't turn up to online meetings anymore. They just send their AI assistant.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
What?
That's just this is the whole
that's
thing.
horrendous.
People just send their AI assistant to transcribe it and then they see it later. But that's what they do with the familiars.
Just to horrify everyone here, I was in London the other day, and on the tube there was an advert that literally said, replace your employees with AI. That's it kind of cut out all the nonsense and was
You're saying the quiet bit out loud, right?
Yeah.
It was never quiet, but yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those. So
Anyway, I'd say it's more traditional in the line of cribbing your buddy's notes rather than. But there's probably all sorts of old professors railing against students doing this. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to send Green so I can watch the first bit of the round table.
Okay, so all of you reconvene. We'll start off with Hugo is going to cast Various Telepathic Bond, which links 8 of you, which should be everyone, right? It's you 4, and then Alfie, Seamus, Hugo, and Lunaris, let's say, is the 8th person.
And not Felicity.
Perfect.
She's got other stuff to worry about.
Not Felicity. She is not here.
Felicity doesn't want to be involved.
Felicity is tapped out.
Felicity's nope.
So he's cast that on the 8 of you. So I'll just make a note in his thing to make sure that he doesn't use more spell slots than he's actually got.
I am just leaning against the wall and I feel this telepathic bond bloom to life as I still am looking.
Yeah. Lovely.
Oh, hi guys.
Hi. Did you get everything done you wanted to get done? How was your meeting?
Breakfast was lovely, thank you.
Good.
Sorry, I'm concentrating on the discussion.
Okay, over the telepathic bond, not out loud. Are we going to polymorph, or should I do a disguise first, just in case he gets knocked out or something?
Hugo, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I
1, 2,
cast
1,
the
2.
bond on all of you. Who do you think?
Okay, do whatever preparations you want and then tap me when it's time.
Okay, right, well, I guess we'll do that last. What's the plan? Obviously, we know how everyone's getting in, but, I would personally quite like to see and hear some of the things in the conference, but I obviously know that that's not going to be the priority. Alfie's mostly concerned with just getting through the doors, same with the Forgeborn, but I know that you all want to see if we can figure out what's going on as soon as possible.
It might be worth splitting up. I can see 2 possible avenues, really. One is the sneaky avenue of trying to sneak in to Dr. Ursan's office or space to see if we can find any evidence that way. Or another is talking to this core team, whoever that may be, trying to find out who that is and see if they'll talk. And perhaps if we split into 2 groups, we can kind of cover both bases.
That's a good idea. I think count me out in terms of helping out, just because obviously I don't know what Morgan's got in mind for me in terms of polymorph, but I should be laying low. I can always join on the... Well, I could do the breaking and the entering, or I could do the chatting to people. which one is Alfie vaguely better at?
Annoyingly, we are also in this position where I'm the one that's best at both of those things.
Yeah.
Alfie's also pretty good at both of those things.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of, like, our party.
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty inclined either way. I'm obviously going to pretend to be staff, so I might be able to sneak away a little bit better. I doubt that the academics will want to talk to me as a random member of the public.
Yeah.
I did bring some treats, by the way. We can talk about that a little bit later, but I brought some food that we could nourish ourselves on.
You see Morgan standing at the wall, just like lift her hand out and just kind of like gesture her hand out into the air, like, could you put something in my hand, please?
You are totally milking the blinded and deafened, but also can hear what is going on sufficiently to... like, you're channel switching.
It's also like, I can't imagine you're actually taking in much of the discussion if you're like getting told stuff that's very important. This is, yeah.
I can listen to two conversations at once badly.
I think Raina glances over at Morgan and goes, I would suggest Morgan should talk to some academics, but I have a feeling that Morgan's going to be a little bit out of action for today. Or a little bit preoccupied.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get much useful out of them for the next 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk to people because, to be honest, as sneaky as I can be, I won't really know what I'm looking for or if I find it what I'm looking at. So it depends whether who wants to be talking to people, who wants to be doing the sneak.
I will be doing some talking as much as I can as part of my normal conference attending.
All right. So that's me and Morgan on the talking.
Delphi has remembered that they are both bad at sneaking and also a grow folk, which means that they are like probably going to get a lot of looks and a lot of and quite a bit of hounding because
they're
of
also
that.
very good at getting in places.
Yeah, they are. Oh.
They are. Doors don't mean anything to Delphi.
Yeah. Like, there are so many ways I can get through walls and doors.
Delphi's patron is literally the patron of liminal spaces.
Yeah. It's great. Nothing can stop me.
Nothing can stop Delphi.
I've made the ultimate dungeon warlock because, like, there is nothing that you can do to prevent Delphi from skipping half your dungeon.
All right, so if Dr. Moon is probably better on the sneaking because he's going to be recognised, and we want to
I have a plan
keep
for
him out.
Dr. Moonerin.
Okay. Would you like to
What's
share?
the plan?
Do you want to come in now, Doctor?
As soon as we've finished this conversation, sure.
Well, you can continue this conversation once we're indoors with our telepathic bond.
Yes, but I'd rather sort of know what we're doing before I just go straight in, you know?
Okay, yeah, well, you're missing this roundtable discussion, but sure.
Yes. I can deal with that. I'm not particularly interested in the multi-skilled void operative, to be completely honest with you. That's the least of my concern.
Okay.
Anyway, let's press on. So,
If Alfie wants to talk as well, that's 3 of us on talking.
I think that I'd be better with snaking, to be honest.
Okay.
Not because I'm better at it, but because it's more likely that I can slip away from
Fair.
the catering staff than I don't think that any academic's going to talk to me with any kind of seriousness, you know? I know how these wizard folks treat their staff.
If we have me, Morgan, and... Lenaris and Seamus probably don't want to be doing the talking either, do they?
I think that it would be best if we just stayed quiet. Maybe just stay in the hole until we're needed.
Right, yes, good plan. So why don't you two and Toz and Delphi, where would you like to go? One of you two maybe come with us, one of you go with the others?
I think I'd perhaps be a little better as protection or muscle for those sneaking into the office.
Great.
All right, that's our plan.
If you're muscle, Tosia, then they won't be sneaking anymore because you'll be there standing very large and loud and clanky.
I can also, I am not sneaky or talky, but I can get into places. So
In that case, why don't you go to look at the office, Delphi, and I'll go with the others. Or Morgan, do you have something to say about that as well?
No. Do as you want.
Okay. Delphi's gonna punch Morgan now. Not punch, but like hit them and be like, cool.
Wake up.
Wow, that was rude. All right then. Okay. You can see Green comes, because we're very close to the building, Green flies coming out the window and goes up to perch on the roof. And then Morgan says, are you ready, Hugo?
As I'll ever be, but Alfie goes, wait. I got you all snacks.
Everyone, it's just me interrupting your podcast listening to tell you all about our Patreon, where you can get access to all of our bonus content, both past and future. You can get access to side quest episodes, our 30-minute talkback episodes, table talk, or you can chill out with our cast cozy corner. You could even get a seat at our monthly one-shot table. Plus, all of our patrons are shouted out at the end of every episode. There's even stuff for free on there. So go to patreon.com/Deck of Many Aces and get exploring. Today's promo is for System Hoppers, a UK TTRPG actual play podcast that always mixes up what they play. You can find them wherever you get your podcasts and on social media at System Hoppers. Roll the trailer!
Hi, I'm Mark, the host of the System Hoppers podcast. And here on the show, we can never decide what we want to play. So instead, we're constantly mixing it up. Do you like fantasy TTRPGs? We've had a group of JRPG-esque heroes taking a stand against evil forces. Maybe you're into horror. Want to find out what happens to a group of kids on Halloween night that are dared to spend the night in the creepy haunted house on the edge of town. Or maybe you just want to hear a group of friends roleplay playing professional wrestlers and fighting for the gold. Whatever we've decided to play, you know you're in for a good time. So come check us out. That's System Hoppers, available anywhere you get your podcasts.
Yes, you did not give me one earlier, thank you.
Alfie is a kitchen witch, so has a couple of abilities to make some tasty treats. So, he's going to pull out of his bag, he's got like a picnic hamper, and he's got some lovely steaming hot garlic bread. Some cookies, and what looks like a kind of taffy. So, we have giant folk gluten-free garlic bread. This gives you advantage on strength checks for 4 hours.
Whoa.
The taffy is memory taffy, so there's only 5 of these. That's fine. For the next 4 hours, everyone gains the following benefits. You can increase your intelligence score by 1 to a maximum of 20.
Oh. I need one of these.
So
Delphi's like, I'm already at 20.
Oh no, wait, I already have 20 intelligence.
Yeah.
You always know which way is north. You always know the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset.
Is this the feat that Delphi already has?
This is the feat.
Delphi's like, that's so cool. Wait, you can't do that normally?
Delphi's just like, wow, this is really tasty taffy, and then eats it and nothing happens.
Yeah, it's like, this is so good, I'm just gonna eat this.
You can accurately recall anything you have seen or heard within the last month as well.
Very helpful for multiple people to have.
Yes. Yeah. And the third and final thing is shaman cookies, which increase your wisdom score to a maximum of 20.
Just increase it to 20?
Sorry, increase it plus 1. That's very crucial.
You increase it by, however much you feel like. Whatever you want. It's just a maximum of 20, though.
Increase it plus 1 to a maximum of 20.
So are these things that there's stuff for all of us, or is it one, we choose one?
There is enough for all of you. So there's 8
Wonderful.
cookies, there's 5 candies, and the garlic bread, it makes 6 slices. So there's enough for all of you as main party members to have the benefits, and then the rest of the food will be shared amongst the NPCs.
Okay,
nice.
So now I would like to chow down quickly. So strength advantage, The memory thing is the only thing that's useful for me.
It's the keen mind feat if you want to look it up.
And they all last around 4 to 5 hours, so that should be the duration of the conference. Yeah, genuinely. Also, the strength one is a 1d4, and I rolled a 4, so
Yay!
Everyone thank my dice.
And as soon as Hugo has eaten whatever he's going to eat, I say, all right, now, here we go. And I wave my staff, snap my fingers, whatever, and I polymorph Hugo into a large blue parrot.
Sweet.
Inconspicuous.
Well, yes, because it's exactly the same as green.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He will look exactly like Green and perch on my shoulder, as Green frequently does.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's great.
Flap around, looking like my
And
familiar.
you can also fly!
Can I ask
Yeah.
a really important question? So polymorph changes your intelligence to be that of the animal that you are. And we
Yes.
still have the telepathic bond with them. So are we just hearing
wait.
Hugo Parrot mind?
Just going, who's a pretty boy? Who's a pretty boy?
But he has +1 int from the thing, and he has ability to remember everything.
You've got a real smart parrot, baby.
He can remember everything from today, which means that when he becomes more intelligent, he'll still remember all what he saw.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You do have, like, a vague amount of intelligence, but it's,
Yeah.
Also, actually, if I polymorphed him into Green, Green is extremely intelligent, so...
Ravens have...
You don't polymorph into a specific person, you polymorph them into a species.
Yeah.
Who's the wizard here,
Yeah, I'll have a 6 intelligence, but his wisdom's quite high. So even though he's not, like, capable of, like, language in the same way, I think, first of all, parrots have quite good language processing.
Ravens are explicitly capable of language.
Exactly. Or mimicry. Mimicry at the very least.
Also, with the +1 int from the thing gets him up to 7, which is within PC's range of intelligence, so...
No, it gets him up to 6. I added the 1 already.
Oh, okay.
So
Still
it gets
within
him
a
to
PC's
6.
range of intelligence.
But his wisdom is high enough that he will remember the plan, know what's going on, generally be cognizant of things.
He can just no longer do maths.
Not just immediately fly away like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
I stride back in as soon as he's polymorphed and go and take my seat as fast as possible, and hopefully only missed 5 or 10 minutes.
I would say, considering it's taken us, like, at least 15 minutes to have this conversation in real life, I think you probably missed 15 minutes of the conference. Okay. And then, portable hull full of Forgeborn.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm gonna basically do a bunch of rolls to kind of determine what is kind of happening.
Yes.
Can you start off with rolling me a d4, please?
Yes, I can. 4.
Okay. Raina, can you roll me a performance check, please? And I will tell you that this is related to Alfie's ability to sneak in as a member of staff.
Interesting. As in, like, it's a performance check for me making it?
Yes.
Love that for us, because that would be a 27.
Oh. Lovely. Okay. Cool. Delphi, can you roll me a sleight of hand check, please?
Okay. That's an 11, so not the best.
Okay. And Morgan, can you roll a performance check for me as well, please?
I don't think you would... okay, I'm not very good at that.
I think that's why.
It is for Hugo's parrot impression.
This is for Hugo's parrot impression, indeed.
Oh, 13 minus 1. 12.
Okay.
Luckily, familiars are weird little guys who do weird little things, so...
Okay. Obviously, Morgan's kind of already gone in. As the rest of you go in, you notice that there's, like, way more security here than you would have normally figured for a conference. And it seems to have been, like, hastily set up as well. So, as you're kind of going in, the guards kind of stop you and they're like, please can you remove any weapons and or magical items and place them in the tray here, please.
Sorry, was this communicated in writing? when we bought the tickets? Because usually that's like the standard for this sort of thing.
I understand that it's a little bit confusing, but there has been notification of a potential heightened security risk, so we're just doing this for everybody's safety in the conference.
Oh, wow, I completely agree with that, absolutely. But of course, you know, we are professionally adventurers, so we have like certain insurance, and just, you know what it's like, to comply with the insurance, can you please just get a written confirmation for us, and we'll need receipts of everything, like in triplicate. It's very complicated. I'm really sorry.
This is so funny because your primary weapon is a flute, which you can definitely easily get in here.
Yeah, but we need the portable hole is what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, miss. This is not a negotiable, and I'm not required to give you any kind of writing.
It's fine.
I kind of turn to the others, and I'm kind of like, what was that clause in the? Oh, there was that clause in the insurance about organisers being liable if they don't comply. Oh, we really don't want to trigger that. They're not very nice.
That's like totally a deception check.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Where is my deception? Oh, yeah, I'm really good at that too. It's a 31.
Cool. He believes you, but he's like, yeah, I can see that would be incompatible with our current security systems, but I'm afraid to say that just means you can't come in.
Well, we have... Morgan's already gone, right?
Morgan's already gone in.
Yeah.
Did Morgan give up all of the...
well, we'll have to go and resolve that in a minute, won't we?
Basically, this seems to have happened really, really recently. So it's kind of like they hired the regular amount of security and then they hired emergency backup security, but it took them a while to arrive. So Morgan's basically managed to slip in early.
So this is like the registration, getting your tickets and stuff, so Morgan's already done that?
This is the registration, getting stuff in. Morgan's already done that.
I'm with you.
I was going to say that I could have argued that I don't have any weapons on me beyond my magic staff, which, as everyone knows, is absolutely vital to take to the conference. You can't possibly go to a wizard conference and take everyone's staffs away. It's like going to a scientific conference and taking away everyone's instruments and laptops, you know.
I will resolve that in a moment, Morgan. So we'll start with these three first.
Just to check, this is like to take away, not in like a they're checking it and then giving it back to you.
Yeah, no, they're taking it away. They'll be putting it in like a safe place. Okay.
Delphi will walk up to them, give them the crystal, and then be like, cool, here you go. This is the magical item that I have on me at the moment.
Thank you very much, miss.
I'm pretty sure that they don't have any. They're gonna like actually check, pat themselves down to make sure, but they don't have anything else.
Yeah, they're like, thank you, miss. Can you please step through the scanners as well?
Oh, they also give them the time travel bag, and they're like, sorry, that was there as well.
Yeah, I like popping. I'm like, can we at least get a receipt for that?
I'll see if my boss can write something up for you formally later. Yes.
No, like now. Like you can understand, really. Like they're very expensive items. We need receipt from you to assure that we can pick them up later.
This mole belonged to my mother.
Oh, this is true.
This guy is like, you are holding up the queue of like very compliant academics who are not like weapon holders. And he just sort of sighs and he like kind of gets onto like a sending stone and is like, hello? Yep, can I get Patricia, please, to come down to the south entrance? We'd like some paperwork done for some of the magical items that we're taking off a member of the public.
And
yes,
Delphi will
go,
can you get the receipt for mine? I'm just going to go in, because I've got meetings to go to.
I've got, yeah.
He sort of gestures for you to walk through the scanner.
I've given those two items, and then I'm going straight through.
As you walk through the scanner, it beeps because you haven't given away your handkerchief.
I don't have it on me. I have cast Wrist Pocket. Which means that magical item is stored in an extra dimensional space. So it can't beat the scanner because it's not on me.
Okay, amazing.
I've had this spell for so long. And
I love this.
Fantastic. Delphi, come on through.
You are fighting the god of liminal spaces.
Yeah! Cool. Yeah, Delphi, come on through.
I'm also making it my mission to hold up this queue because personally, if even just from Chloe's perspective, providing a receipt for the items you're taking away is just basic security measures.
Yeah.
While this is going on, Tozia is like taking out and off all of her magical items and weapons. It's taken about 10 minutes. Would you guys like me to read the list of weapons I have? Because it's pretty long.
Please. I'm really enjoying this malicious compliance.
It's the Hobbit, like all of the Hobbits just like pulling all of their clothes off and all their various daggers and bows and things.
Yeah.
All of the dwarves, sorry.
I have a maul, a longsword, a light crossbow, a regular crossbow, a dagger and a staff. And she kind of like takes all of these off, puts them in the tray, kind of looks at them and says, and sorry, I just wanted to double check. I understand obviously you don't want any potential violent or threat items entering. Am I okay to keep my shield and my cloak, which it's magical, full disclosure, it just helps keep me safe, and my armor, is that alright? Am I allowed to keep those? They will take a good 25 minutes for me to take off.
I do also think a naked person in your conference would probably be a bit more for an incident than you're prepared for.
I would just be in my skivvies, that is true.
This guy looks so aggrieved. He's like, well, my boss is coming in like just a couple minutes, so if you could just step to one side and I'll just ask her about whether that's allowed or not.
Well, look, I mean, like, why don't you take a look at this cloak? And she's gonna, like, I think just try to, not like trying to cause trouble, but is when he's like, step to one side, she's like, yeah, I will in a second. And then just is like having him touch the cloak and explain what it does, because this is my,
Cloak of Displacement.
Yeah, my Cloak of Displacement, which, like, doesn't have any offensive stuff at all. So she's like, cast Identify on it, like, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be able to take this with me.
He sort of looks at you and he's, like, really stressed out. He's like, right, I guess if we can take the cloak off of you and you can leave the armour, and that's the compromise I'm willing to make.
It was very expensive, so I will wait for that receipt on the other side of the scanner, but...
Yes, all right, yes, okay, yes, my boss is coming very shortly.
She takes the cloak off very slowly, and then goes through the scanner.
I will also do like a similar sort of thing. I think once we see Delphi go through, Raina kind of like has an imperceptible kind of sigh of relief and is like, okay, my job here is done. And it's gonna just be a nuisance now, because I also have a crossbow, a dagger, a quarterstaff, a sword, and my other things. What else do I have? I have the anklets. I still have the book.
Also, would they have recognised that I forgot to give them my dagger?
Oh yeah, no, I should have.
Yeah, if that came through, like, they would have given that as well.
Yeah,
they would have given everything.
Got that.
I was thinking that I might have been able to. I have been able to see through my glaive because it's in another different dimensional space.
Yeah, the fact you just gave them your crystal is crazy to me.
Can't she summon them?
Well, I can't sneak that.
No.
And also, can't Delphi just like get it back?
I can't summon the crystal. That's the thing I can't do.
Oh.
It's the glaive I can summon to me, which is like a semi-representation of it. It will like disappear, but then it will reappear back in the box, kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, so right. Okay.
Yeah.
Patricia arrives, small gnomish woman, and she's like, right, okay, yes, I heard something about a receipt. What's all of
Yes,
this?
sorry, it's all just for the insurance. I know it's a nuisance, but it's all very complicated.
Right, okay, so we've got one crossbow, one short sword, one crystal. Is this, I suppose it's magical, I guess?
Don't, if they put it through the scanner, it's gonna blow
It's like,
up.
beep, 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 beep. Yeah, she starts like making a really long list
Good.
of all of the items.
I want them to feel silly.
They hand it to each of you individually. I need you all to know that like the customer service person in me is like just like despises all of you.
Yep.
This
Hey,
is the worst.
Your system is set to remove magical items from the wizard conference.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
I would like to also spend this time as we're like writing out the receipt and stuff, just like occasionally turning to Toz and murmuring something about worrying about the insurance and these people being liable and having to deal with the paperwork.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So eventually they deal with all of the stuff. Can I get the three of you to roll me a perception check?
I think Delphi's left, so it's just
Delphi's
me and,
gone. Okay.
me and Raina.
We're wasting so much time. This is brilliant.
Delphi was like, I'm gonna go because as long as I can get away with stuff, they're not gonna, like, they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, we'll deal with all of this stuff now.
To be fair, Raina and Toz are the diplomats.
Yeah.
That was a 21.
This is true.
So diplomatic at the moment. So diplomacy.
I got a 16.
Yeah.
A 16 and a 21. I think, Raina, you're busy trying to, like, fob off the insurance thing. But Tozia, you are kind of paying attention particularly to your mall, and you can see that, like, once the trays have been processed, they are being brought through to what looks like a sort of makeshift safe room. So it's just like a kind of a regular cloakroom, but it's had like a kind of an arcane lock that has been placed on the top of it, which, let's be honest, in a wizard conference, not that secure. You don't know much about magic, but you know that.
I've just remembered something about my maul.
What?
When I throw
You can call it to return to you.
I can call it. I'm not going to use it now. I don't need to.
You're gonna Thor it, are you?
If it kicks off, I have that in my back pocket.
Toz does like the Thor hammer smashing through several walls.
That's the funniest.
Wait for 10 minutes to be like, come on.
Rings through a wizard with it, like,
No. You should tie all the magic items together to the mall.
I don't think we've thought that far ahead.
Yeah, we'll place it in this, like, helpful bag for you.
Toz was more like, I can just make an improvised weapon out of anything. Like, I am the weapon.
Yeah.
I'm not stressed.
Yeah.
Amazing. Morgan, you're in the middle of this conference, right? In the middle of this round table.
I think I had like a knife and a crossbow and I handed those over. But I think they cannot possibly be taking wizard staffs away from wizard staffs.
And the gravity gun.
Yeah, you have a gun.
The gravity gun,
Oh,
babes.
yeah, I forgot about my gun.
They definitely would have taken the gun off of you.
Yeah, I don't think I have a way around that. I will give them my gun. No, you know what I'll do? Real Green is on the roof. I am going to mentally tell Real Green exactly where my gun is and leave him at the nearest window.
Cool. There isn't a window to, like, inside the cloakroom, just because it's like a little internal space.
I have faith in Green's ability to get indoors.
Yeah, cool. Lovely. So, you're in this conference, and the title is, as you said earlier, I think, Small Gods, the role of MSVO, and Gra in knowledge distribution. And this is like a bunch of kind of like multi-classed wizards and some warlocks as well, who kind of like all discussing and debating whether or not you should be communicating with Gra,
who is a horrible beastie, right?
Who is a horrible beastie, to see if Gra has any knowledge of like what the hell is going on with time stuff.
Did Gra have any knowledge of time?
They have not yet communicated with them because they're such a volatile and potentially disastrous entity to communicate with. And also, it's not entirely clear how you might interpret the answers to what Gra would have to say, seeing as they don't, like, really speak with language. They speak with Ra noises.
Hence the name.
Apparently, Multi-Skilled Void Operative has been giving some insights to the monks that live in that area, the sort of dwarven monks, but the monks are sworn to secrecy, so they have not been like letting a lot of information out of that very cloistered area. But it sounds like you can request an audience with the multi-skilled void operative. Those who have requested thus far have been denied, but they're kind of discussing like potentially like if, you know, they get a large enough group of people, maybe like sign a petition that like entreaty the operative, because it is concerning one of the operative's parents, because Kalacta did actually make the multi-skilled void operative. So might have some connections there.
This all sounds very interesting, and also like it will not happen in time to be useful.
What a mood! So the roundtable ends. A couple of security members come in and say, I am so sorry to interrupt. We have been informed that we need to just run a couple of extra checks on people as we are heightening security in response to a potential threat level increasing. As you leave this room, we're just going to do a very quick scan with our handheld scanners. There's no need to be alarmed. We just ask you to be polite and timely, and we'll make sure we get you out in a timely fashion. And please be considerate to our staff members at this time.
What exactly are you scanning for, may I ask?
Well, we are just determining if anybody has any concealed magical items that could cause a threat or be potentially hazardous to other members of staff and members of the public.
He said concealed.
We all have 78,000 magic items on us.
Well, as that may be, the Central Police Force has asked us to comply with this. I'm aware that this might be problematic for some of you, but for those of you who have talks, who can prove and justify that your items will be used for such talks, then you will be exempt. But for the rest of you, it's understood that you probably will only need your main magical focus for this conference. If everybody can step through, please. And there is a lot of angry grumbling.
You know what this reminds me of is when COVID hit, there was some academic conferences moved online in short notice, and they had...
Like the one I presented at.
And they had a bunch of online moderation set up for some of them to control what messages you could send to other attendees. And one of them had an also list of all the banned words. And one of the banned words was bone. And it was an archaeology conference.
Yeah. This is it, right? Life imitates art, art imitates life. The things I'm doing may seem ridiculous, but we've all experienced them, and we all know this is a real thing that can happen.
If they're scanning for concealed magic items, I've already left my gun at the door.
Yes.
My prosthetic spellcaster that can cast spells for those otherwise unable. It's not a gun, it just happens to look a little bit like one.
Sure.
And other than that, I have some unconcealed gloves of missile snaring that I will just show to the guy and be like, look, you catch stuff.
Morgan, do you want to roll an Arcana check for me?
Okay. 16 plus a large number.
What is the large number?
26.
Thank you. So you're standing in line to be scanned by this security, and they've got these little sort of handheld security swiper thingies, and you can see that imbued into these scanners is true sight.
Okay.
This room explicitly has a window.
This room explicitly has windows.
I'm going to say to Green loudly, Green, will you go and fetch me a quill? I've lost one of my pens.
Okay.
Not suspicious at all.
Roll me a deception check.
12 plus 4. 16.
Look at us causing a ruckus before we even started. Deck of Many Aces is Am Chisholm, Eiriol Evans, Ellie Webster, Katie McLeod, and me, Chloe Elliott. Big thanks to our legendary patrons Nate Scott Jones, Aura Boris, EK Green, Space Ben, Callum D, Ebad, KP, Steph Burke-Stellia, and IOKRL. You can find us on social media at Deck of Many Aces or at deckofmanyaces.com. And don't forget to check the description for the link to our Discord where you can come and hang out with the cool kids. If you like what we do, please do consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/Deck of Many Aces, and you'll get bonus content for your trouble as well. What's not to like? The music for this podcast is all composed by me, Chloe Elliott, and you can find it all over the place on streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, etc. You can also check out me and Am over on RWD, A Rendezvous with Destiny, where we are about to start an entire new campaign. And as always, check the episode description for the link to Ellie's newsletter to find out what they're up to. Well, that's it from me. Have a nice week. Bye!